Okay, my Gemini, so apparently my video got lost because when I was doing the reading, it shut down, right? My device died and the video got lost, so we have to redo this. Basically the messages here that I was getting here for today were about what's next for you, and I'm getting the energy of what's next for you is lots of listening to your intuition, okay? Lots of energy of listening to your gut instincts, your the messages you get, however you want to see, however you want to title it, right? I am getting though that a lot of you guys might be very afraid, okay, to maybe use your intuition. Maybe you're surrounded by people who you just may feel different to others, okay? Maybe you've never felt like you've belonged, okay? Or you may just kind of feel like your energy is very different. I was explaining in the other video that completely just went to waste, how sometimes if you're like standing in line somewhere, and I was giving an example of being standing in line at the bank, how you can even feel like your energy is just different, like you can't even explain it. It's not even to sound self-absorbed or conceited or cocky. It's just, those of us who are in tune, you could just feel your energy, your frequency is very different, okay? You may even be surrounded by people who, as I was saying in this book, actually, Adult Children of Emotionally Mature Parents. It's a good book. It's kind of triggering, but it's a good book. How people who take pride in not being emotional, quotation marks around not being emotional, because they're probably a mess, that they'll often say, it says they'll rationalize their impulsive and insensitive responses with excuses like, I'm just saying what I think, or I can't change who I am. I actually have heard that many times. That's kind of triggering. I know for some of you, maybe you have heard that, whether it is coming from a parent or people around you, partners, or they've invalidated you in some way, okay? But you're the high priestess, regardless of your gender. I was talking about how a lot of you guys are using your intuition, okay? For some of you, your intuition, your calling, okay, could even be channeling messages without a tool, okay? I was also channeling that in the video that got, that completely just, went to waste, but, didn't save my device because it, I don't know, I guess when it powered off my device, it didn't save it. Using your intuition might be connected to some kind of endeavor, right? Some kind of idea here with the Page of Pentacles, something that you may want to do or you have started to do, okay? This could be something where you're able to channel messages, okay? That's where I was going. Some of you guys may have like the gift of how, I know some people kind of, I would call it like channeling, but I know some people call it like prophetic or prophetic words, okay? Like prophetic, like when you are able to kind of channel a message and you're not really using a tool. It's just like 444 as I was saying that. And it's interesting because 444 was a number that was quite significant, that I mentioned, saw in the again, the other video that I had recorded previous. So yeah, I'm getting like what's next for you here is your intuition being very high, okay? Regardless of your gender, the high priestess. Also, a lot of people may also not be able to figure you out. You might be somebody that if people try to put into a box, you don't fit, you don't conform. A lot of you guys may also be realizing that you're not meant to fit in. You're not meant to be put into a box. And that could be very, very hard, especially if you are around lots of people that have told you that you need to conform or you need to fit in or you need to, you know, people don't see it this way, but I think often, even when we're little, 555, yep, and 555 talks about change. That's another number that I mentioned. In the video that we'll just say disappeared. Um, 555 talks about change. A lot of you guys could be changing. Um, you know, it's interesting because in the other reading, I didn't even notice this till it died, and I had to give it like 1 or 2 minutes to turn back on. The music frequency that I have on talks about aura protection and grounding. So a lot of you guys you might be doing like an aura cleanse, right? You're changing who you are, what people have told you that you are, and it's going back to what I was saying. What I was going to say like a minute ago, where when we're little, we're even told who we are, or what we should be, whether it's from parents, teachers, people around us. And a lot of you guys might be kind of seeing how maybe you're not meant to be that person. Maybe you don't fit into that category. Maybe you don't want to do what everyone else has been telling you to do. A lot of you guys may also feel like your purpose has to do with your energy. Maybe do a aura cleansing, right? So for some of you, maybe you could do protection candles. Maybe you're meant to do things such as protection work, aura cleansing, right? Like, a shaman, a high priestess, a psychic, somebody that channels messages. A lot of you guys, the high priestess is pointing out very, very strongly. It almost makes me want to get a little bit emotional, because a lot of you guys, you just may feel like things have been very odd, very different for you, because your calling is not like everyone else's, okay? Or it's not the typical, it might be kind of unconventional for some, okay? Yeah, and I also was saying how prior to this reading, I saw a post, I think it was like a post or a reel on Instagram, about how it's not really about listening so much to others, but listening to your own voice, which would give me high priestess energy, right? Your inner voice, your intuition, your gut instincts, however you want to say it, quote it, okay? A lot of you guys may also be gaining different perspectives, okay, with that hanged man here, gaining different perspectives on people, places, things, okay? For some of you, you might be somebody that's always seeing things from a very different perspective. You might be somebody who may get knowledge out of things in a very different way. Maybe even for some of you in a way where you can't even explain it, okay? Another post that I seen on social media was like, when you're highly in tune, I think it says something like when you're highly psychic or highly intuitive, it'll have you feeling delusional. Some of you guys may feel like because of the perspectives you have, people have told you that you're delusional, or maybe even just by the reaction they give you, you can feel that they're like, yeah, sure, you know. Yeah. Also, I forgot to say this in the beginning. 10-10. Take what resonates, leave out what doesn't. This is for Gemini, Sun, and Rising, and for Venus sign placements. Okay. And remember, there's no gender in tarot. So the card that I was getting before to cut me out was the I was gonna say the 11 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Cups here, and the King of Cups. Another thing too, what could be changing here is you seeing what kind of connection or partner or what kind of family structure, family life you want. For a lot of you, your family life goals, or relationship, or how you want, if you, those of you who have kids already, or maybe you want kids, or just a family dynamic. It doesn't have to be like the typical, kids and white picket fence and marriage. However you see fit, you might be changing how you want things, how you want love, how you want love to be given to you. Okay, a lot of you guys, I'm also getting, it's not even that you're exaggerating. Okay, you might just be somebody that wants a very emotional, close bond with your partner. You may want a love that may, I think oftentimes, now that I'm older, now that I'm on this spiritual journey and learned and still gonna learn, we often hear like, oh, that's super cheesy or hopeless romantic. If you think about it, those things of like hopeless romantic, quotation marks, okay, or what seems like a fantasy or too good to be true, we've been taught, 12 12, I'm saying that, we've been taught that those things are maybe not existent, or they're too far from reality, because that's kind of what we've been programmed to believe. So for some of you, it's not even that you're too emotional or you're wanting somebody, or even if it's not a partner, maybe just like a bond with friendships, people, your environment. It's not that you're too emotional, you just might be somebody who, wants that very genuine love, okay? And for a lot of you, maybe you've been told in the past that you were like a hopeless romantic, or you were just too emotional. It kind of reminds me a little bit of what I was just reading to you guys, where people that are emotionally immature can often say things like, well, that's just what I'm thinking, or I can't change who I am. It's like some of you guys may even be like eye roll, like big eye roll, because 1313, as I was saying that, excuse me, I had to take a drink. That could be something that you may feel like, what, like, that is possible. Yeah. Some of you guys could have a King of Cups, okay, somebody that embodies this kind of energy. It could be a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but remember, we can embody any energy if we choose to. Yeah, it might be somebody that is emotionally available, okay? Somebody here that is emotionally mature. The King of Cups may look very serious here, but this is somebody that went through quite a bit of phases, quite a bit of lessons to get to a place to be emotionally stable. Because notice how, even, I don't think I've ever pointed this out, there's always something new to learn from tarot cards, I swear. If you look deeply, notice how the water is wavy, right? The water moves, water doesn't stay still. Notice how this King of Cups is pretty like grounded, pretty still. So for some of you, you might be wanting a partner, you might be wanting, even if it's like a friend, or somebody in your life who is stable, even when things are kind of turbulent, okay? Yeah, and what was I just talking about? hopeless romantic and fantasies and all that, you know, being too good to be true. And the Ten of Cups, you know, the Ten of Cups can sometimes even be seen as a bit too good to be true. You know, a little bit like in La La Land, you know, a little bit like fairy tale. But I do feel like a lot of you guys are calling in something that is possible for it to happen in that manner. Okay, what else for my Geminis? What else is next for my Geminis? Some of you guys also too may want to hydrate, okay, or drink more like liquids. I was just taking a sip out of like the vitamin water, the Power C dragon fruit flavor. Yeah, the Five of Cups. The Star. I'm getting a song. I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are. And I'm wishing on the angels that I see. Yeah, some of you guys may want to listen to the song I'm wishing on a star. There could be somebody here that may have regret over not seeing your unique qualities. I'm also getting this could be people in your life in general too, seeing your star quality, but it comes at a time where they're in regret. You know, this person, the Five of Cups, got to the Five of Cups because prior to the Five of Cups was a Four of Cups. And when you're in a Four of Cups energy, you basically are paying attention to things that don't really have much meaning anymore. So you miss out on the cup that the person, you know, spirit, angels, however you want to see, is giving to you, right? There's like a little mini image of a hand, source's hand, I would call it, with a cup in the Four of Cups. But the Four of Cups person has their arms crossed. So for some of you, maybe you could even have people that are going to be in regret for not seeing your star quality, for not seeing how you are unique, you are different. Whoever is going to resonate with this message, I think you may even have the tendency that even I'm working on, where I can be like, no, that's just a funny coincidence, or oh no, maybe I'm just exaggerating, or oh no, maybe I am weird. When in reality, again, going back to that quote on Instagram, it can have you feeling delusional because we're so programmed to so many damn things. So for a lot of you, I just got a a lot of you guys may have people who are going to be in regret for not seeing your worth, not seeing your star quality, not seeing how you're not just different, as in like just to say it, you're different in terms of like your frequency, your energy. 1818, as I was saying that, you are different. And I believe that song is like wishing, the person's basically wishing on like, you know, basically like a last hope kind of energy. So you may even have people that are going to be like hoping at the last thread, last minute for you. Why am I getting though for some, wow, confirmation. 7 of Wands. I was just going to say, what do I feel like for some of you though? You're going to be like, I don't think so. Like where you left me, where I left you is where I'm going to leave you. I hope that's making sense. Like basically like wherever they were last at, so where you're going to leave these people. Yeah, you're not going to want to communicate. Some of you guys, if you do communicate here, you may even have people who want to maybe like know about you, learn about you, spy on you for some of you. But the Queen of Swords, even if you do talk to them or acknowledge them, you're going to be very Queen of Swords, very like, don't come to me with the bullshit, honey, because I'm not with it. Okay, a lot of you guys maybe even speaking the truth, using your throat chakra, You might be speaking like life into existence or life into people. There's something about that too. It's like a little side message, but you're gonna be very like Queen of Swords, like not the Queen of Wands is up here. You know what I'm getting? Because the King of Swords was like this, and then it's the King of Wands. A lot of you guys might be crushing people's egos. Okay, that could be what the speaking life could be about. What I was getting right now, where you're going to be speaking to people. You're going to be like crushing their egos. You might even be somebody who was surrounded or is what I said the opposite, is surrounded or was surrounded by people who have big egos. I'm getting like egomaniac, and you're going to be like a Queen of Swords, like very like telling people how it is, not afraid to tell them. Okay. A bird could be significant, specifically just one bird. You may see a bird flying or something. Let me see. Let's get more right in this reading for my Geminis. What else is next for my Geminis? The Temperance. Yeah. Some of you guys too, you may be learning how to be very, I don't know, there's something about patience, about beauty. So some of you guys maybe like it was slow to happen, but for some of you, like maybe a physical glow up could be coming in. That could be what's next. Okay. Or people are going to be very intrigued to your looks, to how you look, very beautiful. And it's crazy because I was just watching a video. I like watching ASMR, and this person had very beautiful makeup in this video. This person's very beautiful. It was actually, I don't think she'll see this, but Christine ASMR. She's like a bit of a smaller channel. She was like she was doing like a makeup role play, and she looked very beautiful, very beautiful. Her eyeshadow, her lashes. So a lot of you guys, maybe like a slow glow up could also be something here too. Maybe even something about the way you look. This could even be soon. Maybe the way you appear. It's like a physical glow up, where people are going to see how you were very patient, or you could have even been patient with yourself in like a glow up or something like that. Seven of Swords, Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands. You know what's interesting here? Notice how I'm almost getting like this person here. You might have people that may be wanting to take from you, whether this is energetically, physically, emotionally, all above, but they're looking into the wrong direction. It's like you're here in peace, fulfilled. Maybe there could also be something about your energy becoming more childlike. It's like they're looking into the wrong direction. I'm being very intrigued to that. I'm very called to that. So that could be a message of some kind. There might be people that are looking into the wrong direction. So maybe if they're like trying to take away from you, they're looking into the wrong direction, because you're not even over here. You're over here. You're not on this side. You're here. Yeah, you're focused on you. Okay, there's something here about the Ace of Wands. There could be also like a new beginning here. There could be a new passionate beginning. I'm getting like a new passionate project. Okay, and again, it could involve you know, your high priestess energy. For some of you, a shaman, a high priestess, a reader, a healer of some kind, somebody that does cleansings, protection candles, things like that. They're looking into the wrong direction. You might need, there's something here, I don't know, take it how it resonates. I'm getting something about like maybe lighting up a torch for some of these people. Some of you guys might be like, I'm lighting up a torch for these mother efforts, okay? I really want to say, but I don't know if YouTube's gonna get mad or whatever. Yeah. Okay. What else for Gemini? Yeah, you're becoming very independent. I'm gonna show it like that. The Nine of Pentacles and the Star card. Yeah, you're becoming very independent. This path, what's next for you, might even be leading you to become very independent. Emotionally and financially independent, because look, we have the Nine of Cups here. Well, these people are not, because if, is this person independent? Like, they need to like steal and take away, cheat. How is that them being independent? You know what I mean? Yeah. You might also be becoming independent within your own like gifts. Okay, there could be something here about like you seeing paying attention to self, because notice how there's just somebody walking here, but this person's really focused on like what they're doing. So yeah, so I leave it at that. I'm getting leave it at that. Okay. I kind of want to get you some oracles, but yeah, I'm getting guided to leave it at that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that, Gemini. So beautiful. What's next for you is, again, we have major arcanas here with the High Priestess, the Star card, the Hanged Man. I'm getting a Temperance, you gaining in independence here too, but listening to your own intuition. For as I'm saying that, I'm getting like learn how to be independent within your own instincts, your own gut feelings, however you want to call it, your own intuition. Okay. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to see what else I see. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, and yeah, Geminis, bye.